everybody, welcome to Grandpa's Shop. Today I'm going to be making some jigs from scratch, pouring the lead, everything, do the whole process. So enjoy. First thing in the process is to melt some lead. So what I have here is a hot pot, basically electrical heated little pot there, and there's some lead in there melting down. I get the lead in different ways. You can buy it in a brick like this, cut a chunk off, put it in there. You can buy it in some strips of lead like that, or you can pick up old fishing weights and melt them back down. What you want. All right, I got the lead melted down. It's kind of liquid, but you can see there's a bunch of stuff floating on it. Doesn't look real clear. So I'll clean that stuff off. Get all of that off where it looks good and shiny, clean. All that slag. Get it out of there. Then you're left with good, shiny, clean lead. Now, once you got the lead all melted down, you need a mold like so. This is the one I'm going to make like a poison head. These can be made either with a weedless guard or not. Pick these up from Do It. They make pretty much any style you want. Alright, so I have my mold here. The mold comes in 3 different sizes in the one mold. Have a 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce, and a 1 ounce size. So what I'm going to do here is I have these inserts I'm going to put for the 3/4 and the 1 ounce. That's going to leave a little hole where I can put a weed guard in there if I want. For this one I have a different setup where it's cut off where it won't leave a hole for a weed guard. For this 1/2 ounce one, I'm going to put my hook in there like so. I have these 90-degree hooks, and that is a 3/0, and in the 3/4 and the 1 ounce I'm going to put a 4/0 hook in there. So now I have the hooks in there as well as the fiber weed guards. Now I'll close this up nice and tight, get it ready to pour. Alright, I have my mold in the vise with the hooks and the inserts in. I'll take my hot pot with the lead in here and pour each cavity here. Look, it's full. Alright, wait a few minutes for that to solidify. Alright, let's pull them out, see how they look. There we go. Take these pliers and cut the little runner off. Throw that back in the pot. Anything at this size. Now trim the little extra off the nubs there. And then on these here, I pulled the pin out You can see it leaves a hole for the fiber guard to go in there, weed guard. Alright, I got these, got the excess off. As you can see here, you know, the little marks where I cut off the sprue and whatever. It's kind of a little rough. So what I do is I take a file, just kind of smooth that out. Where it looks good and smooth. Once I get it pretty close to where it looks good, I just want to smooth it out with a little sandpaper, make it all be smooth and even, so when I get the paint on there, it'll look good. So you can see when I get it all cleaned up, it's smoothed out, ready for paint, ready to go. Alright, now that I got them all cleaned up, I'm going to take my heat gun here. I got my fluid bed going with some pearl white powder in there. Heat gun on. Put some powder on it there, dip it in there, warm it up a little. Put some pearl white on it. Alright, here's another one. I'm going to do this one in a silver powder. Got it ready to go there. Lightly coated, and then I'm get it ready to bake in the oven. Alright, got a few of them, the powder on them, put them in my little toaster oven here. Set for 350. Do it for about 12 minutes. Let them bake. Oh, and they're cooking. So these jigs I'm going to make bladed jigs, like chatterbaits. Got two different blades here. Got just a plain stainless steel, and I got stainless steel with some extra holes in it. Extra holes supposed to make more bubbles or something, a little more water action. I don't know. Just make a few of both. But these are straight. I like to put a little bend in the end. It kind of keeps them from snagging as much. All I do for that is just close it in a vise. About so. Just put a little bit of a bend on it like that. So it kind of helps it glide over everything. Alright, they're out of the oven. Look good. Clean out the holes a little bit. Now it's for the hardest part. Let's put the snap ring in there. Get a pair of snap ring pliers. Open that baby up. that started. I'll put the blade in there at the same time if I can. Oops. Like so. Work it through. And there you have it. So now that I have the blades on, next up is some eyeballs. Got some different colors here, different sizes for the size of the head. What I do for those is you get this ultra gel super glue. Works the best, it stays in place. Put a tiny little dab in the eye socket right there. And I find it works best using a pair of tweezers so it doesn't stick to your fingers. And glue it in place. Usually like so. These eyes usually come with, you know, a little bit of adhesive on the back, but they don't stay on there if you don't super glue them. So that's what I'll do. And I have some, you know, for the bigger ones here, I have some larger size eyes to match the size of the sockets. Now it's time to make skirts. And the first thing you do is you get this skirt tool here, the little tip on it, and you put the little rubber on it. Now this rubber right here has got two little extra bumps on it for you can put rattles on it. But what I want to do is expand this out to where it's over this tube, like so. Then take this off. So I expanded it out. Then in the tube, I'm going to take this little hook, stick it all the way through the tube. Then I want to take some different skirt materials. I have some different colors here. And this one I want to make a little white. Take some of this silicone skirt material, lay down a layer of white. I'm going to give it a little bit of other color here. I think that's a bit much. Cut this in half. Like so. I'll give it a little bit of a spark, a little dirty color there. And I also have, there's some white that has some black in it. Kind of sandwich all three of those in there. Now I want to take the hook, put it through all three of those. And I missed one. And pull those through the tube like so. Once I have them through the tube, I'm going to pull it to where it's about in the center here. Then I'm going to release the little rubber stopper over onto it. Now I can see how I got it, kind of move it around where it's in the center, or however long you want to make it. I'm going to trim the ends off of these. Like so. Now I just take this over my hook, kind of put it in the middle there, run the hook through it, and then feed it all the way around and up over to the second ridge, like so. And you'll see that it's kind of flailed out, not too big. The smaller ones I only go with 2 full silicone, so I used a half of a white with black and a half of a little one with some green pumpkin and sparkle. And there you go. And then I also has 2 spots down here. If I wanted to add a rattle to this, the rattles have a little tip that tips on there like that. So you could put 2 rattles on this if you wanted extra rattle nose, or not. That's how you make a skirt and add it on there. Now in a previous video, another video, I made some of these little swim baits trailers. So I'm going to take this one here, this kind of white with almost a greenish hue to it. Go with my, match it up to this white jig we made. Push that through out there. Pull the hook out. Push that up in there. And there we go, got a little swim bait tail on it. Now the only thing left to do is to take our little one of these little snap connectors here and put it through these 2 holes in the blade. And that's where you're going to connect your line to. And there you have it. You have a chattering jig. Also, like on this one, I left the hole there. If I wanted to, I could glue in a little bit of a weed guard needed. But that's pretty much it.